What do you do with it?
You grab it.
What the? Really?
In the world of butcher shops and meat markets, some tasty animal parts get overlooked.
Whatever you eat makes you do that. If you eat a brain, you'll be smarter.
This series is an homage to the offcuts, body parts that in the West get thrown in the trash.
What kind of dog is this?
In this video, it's all about animal heads.
I don't know about you. I grew up in the USA for 24 years. I don't think I ever ate an animal head.
Think it's about hot dogs.
Then yes, I did.
There you go.
Today, we're taking on a new culinary mission, showing that the unlikeliest of proteins have the power and the potential to rise above.
It doesn't work that much compared to the other parts of the animal, so you do get a lot of great grazing meat in the face.
4 foods, 4 chefs, cooking up something that's not just tolerable, but crave-worthy and delicious. So how will they do it? Let's find out.
Since leaving the USA, I've had head quite a few times. I've had it in the Philippines, even when I was in Iran. There's a lot of good head meat out there.
I had it last night.
That's a bit too adult for our audience. How dare you?
My bad.
My eating partner for this entire nose-to-tail dining series, Calvin. Last time, we got busy devouring 4 types of animal testicles. Today, we're at it again.
As a chef, what do you think is good or redeemable about animal head?
I love animal head. I love the jowl. I love the cheekbone. The eyes are great to suck out of the skull.
Is that, you're being for real though?
I mean, for real. You ready to do this?
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. No, this. Okay, let's go. I'll go with you.
Today, we start by heading out to here, a Syrian restaurant run by this man,
Chef,
Bade.
put her there.
Welcome to you.
I think I ruined your rubber gloves. Is that
Change.
Yeah.
It's been 7 years since he lived in Syria. Now, he started a new chapter here in Vietnam.
Calvin, did you shake his hand
Not
yet?
yet.
Now?
That's fine.
Should we change it?
Okay, no problem.
All right. You speak Arabic.
Yeah.
Speak a bit of English.
Yeah, I am.
And Vietnamese too.
Yes.
You do. Nothing good, huh?
Nói tiếng Việt được.
Wow.
Tiếng Việt tốt hơn tiếng Anh không biết nói nữa.
Anh học ở đâu?
Không đi học làm.
What are you guys talking about? This sheep heads right here.
Our 3 Musketeers.
In the US, head meat would normally find its way into a non-distinct ground-up meat glue. Or it might even get tossed out completely. But for folks in Syria, absolutely nothing goes to waste.
What is it about the head in particular that you like?
The tongue.
In Iran, I tried a very similar dish known as kalepache, meaning head and hooves.
Is there any special occasion where people would eat this? I mean, is this like a wedding food or?
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that.
Này khi nào muốn ăn very power.
So
Power.
Hold on, very power.
I know power.
Bade's Syrian version of this dish must be stewed in a pot for 5 hours with a 7-spice blend.
What kind of power? I can get all my shopping done.
To run a marathon.
I can satisfy my lover.
Including bay leaves, cinnamon, dried lime, clove, pepper, nutmeg, and ginger.
Not here.
When the heads are served, and they are served whole, they're eaten with pita bread, veggies, and the chef's good intentions.
You ready for power?
I think I am.
Calvin,
Let's go.
chef.
Thank you. Yeah.
Calvin. I thought maybe just 2 would have been enough. 5 heads.
5 in the hooves too.
The chef did tell us all the meat is gonna like drop from the bottom. Oh, that's an ear? I thought that was a ponton leaf. It's kind of stretchy. It's like a duck foot almost.
I'm ready.
All right.
Texture is really nice. The flavors, the spices.
The spices are fantastic. I mean, it's just wonderful flavors of the Middle East.
Sure.
Wow, this is nuts. This is like an anatomy class. Yeah, I can just peel off this cheek meat. Look at that. Insanely fatty, soft, tender cuts of meat.
Bread.
Bread.
The bread is crafted in-house, made from wheat flour, and baked up at a high temperature. This is called pita bread.
Make a little sandwich. Hit the garlic sauce. Cheers. That's crazy good. The bread gives it a little bit of balance. Nice infusion of flavor with the garlic sauce here. It's like the Wagyu of sheep.
The Wagyu of sheep.
It's so tender. This is his favorite. The tongue. It's warm, it's soft. I think we should just bite the tongue in half. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. What?
Freaking amazing.
It's really delicious.
Really delicious.
My mind is blown. And his mind is blown too.
Oh, through the back.
You go out the back of the head with a butter knife. Oh, you peel the skull back, and that's the brain. It is not that big. I'm gonna put some on this pita. There we go. A little bit of lemon.
It changes the flavors. With the lemon and the garlic sauce, it really amplifies the gaminess.
And I thought it would taste pretty good, but I didn't think it would taste like this good.
This is one of the best dishes I've had all year long.
All right, fantastic, a good start. First head location, very good, 10 out of 10. Let's see what the rest have in store.
Can't wait.
To step up our head eating game, Calvin and I are headed to a one-of-a-kind vendor. A place selling the highest quality fried animal parts at a very affordable price.
Hi. Đây là Sonny.
Xin chào. How are you doing?
No, she's doing well.
Miss Q was here before any of these buildings existed.
How long have you been here?
75 tuổi rồi.
She started selling her 20s, and now she's 75.
Holy cow.
Wow.
The food is all pre-cooked, so folks can pull up, grab it, and go.
You're serving chicken, you're serving duck. We're just here for the head, but why is that even on the menu?
Economical. A chicken head would be 5,000, but a chicken thigh would be 25,000.
Upon request, she'll give them a chop and bring them back to life with a few more minutes of frying.
Calvin,
Sonny.
I bought you this so you could go duck yourself.
Aha.
The food here is usually just takeout.
Yeah, this is not actually a restaurant right here. We're just sitting at a table.
Oh yeah, we're just on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
So all this has just been fried, that's it.
Braised and fried.
Braised and fried. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
How's that?
I like her spice.
Thai spice is a prevalent spice here.
Yes, exactly. Here, so this is fun. The tongue on a duck actually has two bones that go way back. When you pull it out, it's gonna rip out these two bones as well. Oh,
That's good.
it's got some kind of fun chew to it. It's fatty but leathery, like eating a juicy, well-spiced duck wallet. Here on this plate, this is the top of the head, I believe. Here, when you open it up, duck brain.
Duck brain.
Duck brain. I'm gonna scoop my finger in there.
Cheers.
To duck brain.
Duck brain. That flavor is special. It has a foie gras texture to it.
That's right. My overall take on the duck head, I can see this as a drinking food.
Sure.
It's not really like a Sunday brunch food.
No, it's not next to the Eggs Benedict counter.
Right. I love that she found a recipe, she found something that works, and she's like, I'm just gonna stick with this because it's
50
working.
years.
Long time.
Real long time.
Real long time.
Real. Long.
Harry, put her there.
Harry Ang was a professional builder in Singapore.
You just told me when we walk in here, we're in Singapore.
Yes, sir.
20 years ago, he retired and moved here to Vietnam.
What do you like living in Vietnam compared to Singapore?
Very relaxed, I can say. And I found the other half here.
But he still had one problem, one demand the current market couldn't meet.
During 2006, I couldn't find the real Singapore taste that I missed. So I opened a restaurant just to make sure I have the taste.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Now, he has 7 restaurants across Vietnam and Malaysia. One of their standout dishes, this Singaporean chili crab. But we're not here for that.
Is it heavy?
Well, it's about 2.2 kilo.
Can you hold it there for 20 minutes?
Well, it doesn't hurt me.
Today's heady lunch is known as fish head curry, featuring red snapper.
Can you point to the parts of the head that you like? Oh, actually, tell me where to point.
Yes.
The cheek,
Okay, I'll point to the cheek.
First, fry onion and curry leaves.
Where should I point next?
the eyes.
I don't want to do that.
Oh.
Wait, so hot.
Then add curry paste, the fish head, and cook until it's cooked.
Yep.
There's an eyeball here.
Yep.
It looks like it has a little bit of glaucoma.
There are some saying they say that when you eat the fish eye, you have a better eyesight.
Ah,
But aren't you wearing glasses?
Yeah.
Now, remove the head, then cook okra and eggplant in the curry sauce.
Fish head was invented by the Indians.
and before that, fish did not have heads.
Not at all.
Oh,
Swam
they never
around
had it.
aimlessly.
Never exists.
Add coconut cream and cornstarch before putting the head back in its new home.
Why are you using the head and not other more meaty parts of the fish?
Many people doesn't know how to eat the head because it's filled with bones, but they are wrong.
Oh.
They are very wrong.
A couple things I noticed right away in here. The style is really that crazy rich Asian chic. Meanwhile, here, one of the most humble ingredients you could find anywhere, just the fish head. So when he said head, I thought it would be that part of the head.
Region. Head and neck.
Yeah. At some point, you know, the neck becomes the body, becomes the knees,
Fish don't have these.
ankles, and then they have a back fin. It's a lot more of the fish than I thought.
Yes.
I'm gonna just scoop this whole big bad boy on my plate. First, we should try some of this curry out. Cheers.
Whoa, that's amazing.
Rich, deep, and spicy. Pretty intense. Here's some roti. Oh, this is gonna be so good. This bread is so dense. Putting some fish in there, some curry.
Ready? Here we go.
That's nice.
Wow.
The meat itself is super flaky. You kind of just push it with your tongue and it fans apart and breaks down. So he said first we should dig into the cheek.
Oh, there it is right there.
This bite looks amazing. It's got some skin, some fat, and some protein.
Full of this collagen. Oh, it's delicious. Now he said the eye.
Now he said the eye. I don't love eating eyes. It's not my favorite thing.
You sure this is good?
He said it's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, eyeballs.
Eyeballs.
There's a soft orbital socket, and then there's a small, hard kind of bone.
What do you think about the flavor?
Yeah, so that texture threw me off. That was a little weird. The flavor is probably fine. It's just in my head, I'm like, it's an eyeball. I mean, it's just gooey. Final thoughts about fish head curry. First of all, you need a big fish.
You do need a big fish.
Next, you gotta be patient.
True.
It's not gonna be like a big fat fillet. You gotta kind of work with it.
Yeah, you gotta.
Lastly, cheek meat is the best meat. There's 2 bites of cheek. If you're me, next time I'll try to get them both.
In Southeast Asia, when the sun finally retires for the day, the people come out to play. You'll find the masses eating and drinking at thousands of spots around the city. Spots like this, a place where you'll find a dynamic cross-section of society who all have one thing in common: the love of good-ass food. Calvin and I are some such people.
Sir, put it there. Everything we've done today is built up to this moment. Our final destination, pig head. What is your favorite head dish?
Rồi tay heo và má heo nướng.
Pig ear salad.
Pig ear salad.
Pig ear salad.
Má hấp.
Pork cheeks steamed. Pork cheeks grilled. And pork cheeks stir-fried with mustard green.
All of them. Lots of ways to make the pork cheek.
Today, we're gonna try 2 pig-headed specialties.
Ear salad. Never have I had a salad just completely made of pig ears. How does this work?
So he takes the ear and he boils it. Then he slices it thin, mixes it with Vietnamese herb, peanuts, and then he makes a salad.
That sounds damn good, actually.
Much better than Caesar salad.
Our final dish, pork cheek. Though instead of carefully removing the tender jowl, the entire jaw is also included. It's marinated with garlic, lemongrass, and chilies. Then, using the oldest cooking method known to man, it's roasted over hot coals until it's perfect.
With any meal, you usually want to start with the salad.
The appetizer.
So in Vietnam, sometimes you'll find these kind of thin slices in a spring roll.
Yeah, the cartilage is in there, right? The ear itself is very gelatinous. It's almost like biting into, remember those Jell-O molds with a little fruit in there? Not like this.
All right, let's try it out.
Right?
Cheers. Really crunchy. The skin is a little more gooey and chewy, and then that cartilage is just super hard. But there's no really distinct flavor coming off of it. I mean, we did have some sheep ears, but these ears are just a completely different world.
Good, right?
Good use of head.
I know.
Over here, what do you do with it?
You grab it.
What the? Really?
Yeah.
Are Asian people just like really good at anatomy?
Yes.
Oh, that looks fantastic. It can kind of just peel right out the bow end. This is a great bite. Ready?
Ready?
Cheers.
Yeah.
Oh, a tough battle today between sheep and pig.
It's true.
Literally going head to head. The cheek meat is the perfect blend of fat and protein. It's like tender, but not overly soft. Oh, whoa. Dude, that is the bite of the century.
Look at that. It's so tender.
It's unapologetically piggy.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is this an eye?
Yeah.
No.
We are so in luck right now.
Doesn't feel that lucky. That's an eyeball. Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
It looks like it's got cataracts. People eat this in Vietnam, right?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah.
This series is about not wasting anything.
Nose to tail. Let's do it. Pull the eye out.
Contact lens.
It may not be as good as the cheek, but it does have its own special characteristics to it.
Yeah, it's like that guy in high school who's nice, but no one will date.
Like you?
As Last time, we discovered tasty heads.
Wow, this is nuts. This is like an anatomy class.
And now it's all about tails.
This isn't even something Americans could be freaked out by because they wouldn't even know where to start. Nobody's sitting at home making memes about animal tail foods.
Until today.
Until today.
Joining me today, California native and esteemed taco chef Calvin.
Xin chào em. How you doing? Oh, you are tall. How tall are you?
1.50 m.
Almost as tall as you.
Oh.
With a little bit of help.
Meet the very sweet and the vertically challenged Miss Hum, owner of this here food stall, a street side eatery that sells over 175 pounds of pork per day.
Your height has absolutely nothing to do with what we're here for today. Today is all about animal tails, and you are serving some animal tails here. The pigtail. What is this dish?
She simmers the tail for 2 hours, and that makes it tender and juicy. Then she adds it with a copious amount of special noodles, which gives you today's magic dish.
Pigtail noodles. It starts with blanched thick rice noodles.
Oh, is it the one in the picture?
No, it's not. Bánh, huh? Bánh canh hả?
Guys, he doesn't know.
Top those with pigtails, chopped into medallions.
Out of all the delicious and yummy pig parts that we all love, why the tail?
In our case, they've even included some whole tails. Thoughtful.
Oh, she goes nose and tail on her dishes, but the tail has the best flavor, she says.
Then scallions, fried shallots, and finally, the broth.
The color of the tail itself is a little disconcerting. I mean, it looks like a cadaver, right?
Can I be honest with you? I am not looking forward to this dish.
Really?
Yes.
But this whole series is about proving to people that these offcuts can be truly yummy.
Which I think after eating this, I might change my mind.
Okay, I hope. Can we try this broth first?
Yes, we can.
Oh.
A lot of flavor comes from the fried shallot.
Is that what makes it a little bit sweet?
You see them floating around all over the place.
Let's try these noodles. We're working our way up to the tail.
Yes, we are.
All right. That's a good noodle.
That's a good noodle. I'm changing my mind right now. The broth is great. The noodle is great.
How could the tail not be great? Now, usually people are just gonna eat these thin slices here, but we have big fat tails.
I mean, yours has a nice arc to it. Very desirable.
This one is chipper, like a puppy that's happy to see you. Let's go for it.
Okay, here we go.
That's pretty good.
Changed my whole mindset. For 2 hours she cooked this, and it got to this silky, savory consistency.
It's got a little bit of protein, fat, and then thick skin. So the ratio of textures is interesting. It's like a Rolo, but with bones in the middle.
Bolo.
Bolo. Today we're gonna be witness to some recipes neither of us have ever seen before. But here, Pigtail, it's a great start. I'm feeling very optimistic.
I'm pumped.
I'm pumped.
I'm pumped.
I'm pumped.
I'm pumped.
I'm very pumped. I got the last word though.
Oh, look who's that. Pumped.
Our second tail dish brings us all the way to Spain.
Gentlemen, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Well, at least to a Spanish restaurant serving traditional Spanish foods.
Sangria. It tastes like Spain.
It tastes like apples and oranges.
Yeah, from Spain.
Cooking for us today, Chef Tornado.
Thank you for being here today.
He acquired his cooking skills in Spain and a colder version of Spain known as Canada.
Right now we're doing a series that's focusing on nose to tail dining. This episode today is focusing just on animal tails. So far we've had pigtail. Here we're gonna have oxtail. But can you even think of any other animal tails that could be eaten, period?
I would say horsetail.
Horsetail, I think you can make a violin bow out of a horsetail. I don't know if you can make food out of it.
I could not think of anything else.
It's a tough category because there's not a lot of edible tails out there. But one of the most famous edible tail dishes out there is the oxtail soup. Did you grow up with oxtail soup?
It is a very common dish in Spain, linked to bullfighting history. So you go around any city with the bullfighting plaza, so you can find them there very easy, and they're amazing.
You went to Canada.
Yes.
So I'm curious, do you notice a big difference between the types of meat people are willing to eat in Spain versus North America?
Totally, yes. There are some cuts that you tell people in North America that they don't even know, well, what is that? They're evolving. I'm not saying that it's not.
You call us not evolved. Just remember, McDonald's started in America.
Yeah, how dare you?
Right? How dare you?
Most of the world outside the USA and Canada does eat nose to tail, so I can't figure out why this hasn't caught on as a mainstream trend in my own country.
Food distribution in America is a very big box business. It takes a lot of time for these companies to pull out those pieces. So they much rather just get the prime cuts, throw the rest into the mincer, and say, hey, I can get more product per hour than to old school butchering, where you go in and you get different cuts from different muscle parts.
I think he solved a mystery. Damn, that made me hungry.
I'm fucking starving.
Let's eat some oxtail stew.
Oxtail stew. Start by dicing onions, carrots, and celery. Then the tail, cut it at the joints. Those get seared on high heat to lock in the flavor. Then add in the diced veggies. Then the tail. Add tomato sauce, rosemary, red wine, and water. Cook that for 4 hours until the oxtail reaches a fall off the bone level of softness.
It looks beautiful. It smells phenomenal.
I could understand someone hearing oxtail soup for the first time being confused and possibly put off, but when you just see it, it just looks fantastic.
It looks like braised morsels of goodness.
We just had the pork, and of course that was cooked for a couple hours, but it wasn't nearly as tender as this. I mean, this is like coming off the bone, revealing the vertebrae.
Oh, look at that.
Cheers.
Cheers. I just went to heaven right now. Really good. The sauce is glistening. I mean, do you see how sheen it is?
It looks fantastic. The tail is tough, it's untenable, and so it needs time and it needs love. And after 4 hours of braising, all this connective tissue has just kind of melted down into the meat, and it creates like this wonderful sticky texture. It's one of the most satisfying beef products I've had in a long time. When people think of eating animal tails, this is usually the first thing that comes to mind. There's a reason for that. It's legendary, it's delicious. You just have to be a little patient and know how to prepare it properly.
Yeah, food takes time, and love takes time, and food is love.
That's right.
Before we can try the biggest tail you'll find in Vietnam, we need something else to compare it to. So we've come here to get a little Filipino tail.
Mr. Dodong?
Dodong.
Sir, put her there. How you doing?
Meet Mr. Dodong. He comes from Cebu in the Philippines.
How do you say hello in Tagalog?
We usually say hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
His restaurant specializes in all things chicken, roasted and prepared the Filipino way.
How do you say chicken ass?
Chicken puwit.
Well, that's what we're here for today. Chickens. Do they have a tail?
In the ass of the chicken, you can see the,
Really tiny.
Yeah.
A tail of any size is a tail. The chicken butt. What is good about that?
The way when you eat, taste something that's different from regular body.
So some variety.
Yeah, yes.
I grew up in the USA. I didn't come across any butts of chickens my whole life. Do you think Americans are missing out? Should we be eating more butts?
Yes, I think so.
All right, sir, I'm excited to try your ass. Let's do it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Chicken's chicken butts are cleaned and marinated in their super secret, distinctly orange marinade and grilled for only a couple of minutes. More secret marinade and serve.
And okay, here we are. So here it's been grilled. He's put his own signature sauce on top.
What do you think is in here?
I think there's gonna be a bone.
He said it's boneless.
Well, he said just eat the whole thing.
All right.
What she said?
She said, enjoy your meal.
Oh, that's nice. It's not even her food. I'm gonna take a bite very cautiously. I'm afraid there's something hard in there, but let's see. Cheers.
Cheers. You gonna eat that?
No.
Can I eat that?
No.
Just kidding.
It is so fatty.
Yeah, very rich. Foie gras is similar in that richness. So when you eat foie gras, it just melts in your mouth. This melts in your mouth in a different way.
In a more aggressive, hostile, might I say violent way. There is some bone in there, but it's soft enough you can like chew and kind of crack it up and get through it. Not a big deal. I've had the chicken butt before in Cebu, the land from which he hails. And it was much bigger and not cooked down as much as this. So I don't know how long he's grilled it for, but it's been long enough to kind of make it soft. You know, you can just eat the whole thing.
Chickens have one butt. This took a family of chickens.
That's tough to think about, huh? It's like 20 chickens right here. We lost 20 butts today.
You're behind me.
Finally, it's time to eat one of the biggest tails you'll find anywhere. For that, we've come here, a crocodile farm that has over 5,000 of these meat-eating reptiles.
Right now we're at the crocodile farm. We're about to enter the crocodile cage, and he's gonna help protect me. Luckily, he has a big, is this a sword? Oh, it's just a stick. It's a piece of wood. Crocodiles hate wood, right? Okay, let's go.
I've encountered crocodiles in the Philippines,
Can I kiss him?
Yeah. Oh my God. No.
in Cuba,
Oh, no!
and even this tube-shaped crocodile in Florida.
No!
They might look slow and docile, but they can be incredibly quick. Sprinting your way,
He's freaking huge.
and taking a bite out of your thigh before you know it. Biting down with the force of a T-Rex.
Booping it in the nose.
It's one of the most dangerous predators in the world.
I was right behind you. All right, you cleared them all?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, next time, can I get a piece of wood too? Tom, what's up, my man?
Meet my protector. His name is Mr. Tom, the crocodile slayer. Oh, never mind. He said we can't call him that.
So, we cleared all the crocodiles, and now we can be here, have a civil conversation with a little bit of danger. Is this a species that's native to Vietnam?
Ở Việt Nam á.
This is indigenous to Vietnam.
Calvin, do you think that by talking more softly, the crocodiles won't hear you?
I don't know, but they might.
How many people die a month here?
Không có người nào mà bị chết với sự tấn công của cá sấu.
He said they're down to 5 a month.
Be honest, thật lòng đi.
Yes.
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 5.
How long has there been a crocodile farm here?
Ở đây mở từ
2003. He started with just 2. Now they have 5,000.
That's a lot.
và nó đang áp dụng
Alligators are sold for not only their skin, but the Vietnamese now use the alligator bones to cure bone ailments. Nó có cure COVID không?
Yeah.
Start by removing the tail bone. The trick is to avoid all the fat so you don't get that gamey crocodile taste. If you're out of crocodile powder, season with chicken powder and throw it on the grill. Before this croc feeds us, it's only fair that we also feed the crocs.
Here, I've got a chicken head on a stick. They said don't put your hands out because it will bite off your hands. I don't know if I like this idea that much.
Do it for YouTube.
I have the manliest scream.
After 30 minutes, it gets coated with their homemade marinade.
Fight it! Dude, they are so fast.
I know.
And back to the grill it goes.
I don't know how you win this game, mainly by keeping all your limbs.
Oh my God, that bite is vicious.
Finally, it's scissored down to manageable pieces. And that's it, it's ready to eat.
Sorry guys, no more chicken heads. We're gonna need some crocodile tail if you... Okay, never mind, that's awkward. Should we go eat?
We should.
Let's go eat.
Let's go. It's ginormous. I've never had this before. I have a few concerns on what this is gonna taste like.
I'm not that concerned because the chef looked super confident. He used a Subway mayonnaise knife to fillet this. They also eat the skin, but I think we should eat the meat first and kind of work our way up to that.
When you look at a piece of pork, you can't pull the skin of the pork the way you can do with the crocodile.
It's like string cheese, the way you can peel the meat back. You know, that crocodile, it's in this murky, dark, dirty looking water, but then the meat is so pure and white.
I was gonna say supreme.
I need to stop saying pure and white together. In this climate, it's not appropriate.
Yes, it is not.
The meat is so white and privileged. Enough talking, cheers.
For an animal that uses this muscle consistently to get through the water, this has to be the most tender piece of meat I've had in a long time.
And for being super lean, it's quite moist. There's certainly some porky notes in there. I think it's something between pork and a fish that tastes like chicken.
I think that's what crocodiles are.
We're on the same page. Here we have the very tip of the tail we built up to this moment. All right, crocodile skin. Let's go for it. It doesn't have a lot of taste to it.
Not at all. It is thick. It's very chewy.
Super chewy, hard to get through.
Almost like a gummy worm.
A fishy gummy bear.
Yes.
Overall, very pleased.
In the world of animal eatery, some tasty body parts get overlooked.
These look like hard-boiled eggs, but these are definitely the testicles.
There's not testicles, man. Are they really?
Yeah.
In this video, it's all about the stomachs.
I remember growing up, I would go to the grocery store and there would just be one little tiny section of beef tripe. It looked so bizarre. I made note of it and I thought, if I ever make a career in the future of reviewing odd foods, I'll talk about this.
Joining me again today, Vietnamese-American taco connoisseur Calvin. Our first stomach of the day dates far back in Chinese history, before cookbooks or even TikTok.
Calvin, this is Guan. He is the owner and chef. He speaks Chinese. This is Nam. She speaks Chinese and Vietnamese. You are you speak Vietnamese and English. I speak English. Can you tell us about what we're eating today?
Em có thể dạy hỏi ông hôm nay anh
今天我们要做什么菜？
做什么菜给他们吃吃，还是做
They're gonna make stomach.
Fantastic. Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I knew that. Because our video is stomach related. Maybe we could ask what animal is it from and how do they prepare it?
This is the Thanksgiving special.
Okay.
It is a stomach of a pig stuffed inside a chicken.
Oh. Wait, are you sure? Maybe the chicken's in the pig.
Con gà nó sẽ làm trong cái dạ dày đấy.
Yeah, why would you put a stomach inside of a chicken?
I thought about turkey. I thought about Thanksgiving. I thought turkey.
Turkin? Oh, like when they take a turkey and a dirk? And a chicken? He loves that joke.
The preparation starts with the chicken being stuffed with a variety of traditional medicinal herbs.
花椒、八角、草果，还有香叶。
That's 8 things he just said.
The stuffed chicken is then also stuffed inside a pig stomach. This strange-looking sack is simmered for 4 hours with caterpillar fungus and barley seeds. This combination of pig stomach and chicken is believed to bring great health benefits to women after giving birth. Sounds perfect for me.
Let's eat. This is the universal sign for eating, right?
Okay, we should go. That's a stomach?
It's been stretched out.
It's like elastic. We need to cut it up.
This bizarre cooking method has an even more bizarre name: reincarnation of the phoenix. It was first made by the Hakka people and grew in popularity in the Chinese province of Guangdong.
The chicken itself, I mean, it comes out just super tender, soft. The joints just break apart like nothing. Come on, you're embarrassing me. There we go.
Before we try the meat, you always try the broth first.
Oh yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, you just taste that love the chef put into it. Deep, flavorful, rich. The umami factor is just wow.
But everything is so well balanced. It's like an orchestra. Instead of instruments, they all had a bowl of this Chinese soup.
Try some meat.
Cheers. It's soft, tender, sticky. It's a pretty mild flavor to the chicken. We still need to build up to the main event right here. On the outside, it looks like tan and leathery. On the inside, it's kind of fatty. Like it's just a whole different layer. This is one of the best stomachs I've ever had. Chewy, fatty.
But it is really soft though. The stomach has really been cooked down. So it's not really bouncing back as a bite, but it is really smooth and sucking.
Pig stomach can be really wild, but he's completely tamed it.
I think the chef's idea was to really show the natural flavor of each ingredient.
And usually when people do that, they don't do anything. He's done a lot here, but balanced it well. I'm going to guess we don't find anything this often. There's honestly no point for you to keep watching, and this would be a good time to kind of get out, watch something from Mr. Beast or PewDiePie. All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Put her there. I just assume we all have fishy hands. I know Calvin does.
I always have fishy hands.
Mr. Tin is the head chef of Tui Lin Restaurant.
He is the S-H-I-T.
They're considered one of the best fish restaurants in Hanoi.
I saw you have a tank downstairs. They have a lot of really fresh fish.
Here, they specialize in crystal-eyed catfish.
What was that? He's happy to be on the show.
Crystal-eyed catfish, it's among the most popular fish eaten in Vietnamese cuisine.
Oh, you felt that? Oh.
It's famous for its sweet and tender meat. But what about a fish stomach?
It's a long stomach.
This is intestines leading to the stomach.
Oh, okay. That is the stomach, and that is intestine. What is your approach? Are you putting a chicken in the stomach? Maybe a pigeon?
Gonna stir fry it. It's gonna be crispy.
Do we just throw this in the trash?
Of course not.
I was joking, guys. Calm down.
The remaining fish is made into 2 dishes that will accompany our stomach. First, blanched fish fillet mixed with onion, shallots, and parsley in a spicy sauce. Second, seasoned fillet coated with toasted rice powder and deep fried.
Can you guess which dish is the stomach, Calvin?
If I had to guess, it would be this one.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Anticlimactic. I think we could build up. Maybe you have a fried piece, and then I'll have one of these. And we can describe it at the same time, and we're really being efficient. Action. So this one's
So
kind
mine
of
is
sour.
fried.
It's meaty. It
It's
has
a salt
a
and
nice
pepper
texture, almost like
coating.
you're eating a shrimp.
It's almost
and
like
then on
cornmeal.
the outside, the
But it's not
skin
used
is a little bit more tough.
Cornmeal isn't done in Vietnam.
Good, huh?
Great.
This is what we're here for. Fish stomach and a bit of intestine too, cleaned with salt to remove any fishy smell. This long organ is then chopped into pieces and the taste is elevated with one of Vietnam's most powerful flavor enhancers, MSG. Also, don't forget some fish sauce and spice paste. Mix them up well. Now, fire that stomach up, toss in pickled mustard greens, then dill and chili, give it a stir, and serve.
When you you hold it up, it all, you got the wrong one there.
What?
I think that's a flower.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
So, Calvin, I'm gonna you're about to be fired. So this is the intestine from the catfish, utilized beautifully here. Let's try it out.
The texture is like rubbery, like a rubber band.
That word rubbery in the US gets a bad rap, but you know, seafood, it's allowed to be rubbery and still delicious.
Because they cooked it perfectly, it really kept the texture, the natural texture of the intestines.
So I'm gonna mix it with these greens. Oh, that's delicious.
That dill and microbesso green really brings this freshness to the dish. So far, this is the best dish I've had today.
But is it as creative? They didn't put any chicken inside of it. They could have put like a small quail maybe inside.
Comment card. Please put a small quail next time in our fish.
This journey has led us to an unexpected place, a Czech restaurant with a 70-year-old owner who looks but 50.
You look great, dude. You got more hair than me. What's going on?
He has no bald spot.
He pretended to look at something, but he was showing it's all filled in.
Mr. Nin spent nearly half his life in the Czech Republic. 5 years ago, when he returned to his hometown in Hanoi, he decided to bring along the cuisine he'd become so familiar with.
So are there any similarities between Vietnamese food and Czech food?
Besides using fire as a cooking element, everything's different. Nothing is the same.
The Czech Republic is a landlocked country in Central Europe. Their cuisine is considered heavy and filling, with meals centered around meat and starch.
Today's animal? Cow.
The beef tripe is cleaned by boiling it in a mixture of water, ginger, and ginger wine. Then it's julienne and boiled once more to make sure the gamey taste is eliminated.
Is this something that's commonly eaten in the Czech Republic?
Tức là người ta uống bia xong này, sau đó mỗi người ăn một cái suất ăn xong là kết thúc.
It's the Taco Bell of the Czech Republic.
Then minced onion, garlic, and julienne tripe are stir-fried until golden. Seasoning is what brings the Czech flavor to this dish.
A bevy of spices only found in Czech Republic. Sweet paprika and an herb called
Majoranka.
Majoranka.
I'll just use his pronunciation. He has a mic. We'll use that one. Okay. Okay.
The protein is finished by pressure cooking it with pork stock for 30 minutes. Now, the sauce. Melt butter and mix with wheat flour. Add water and beef tripe stock. Give it a stir, then serve with the tripe.
Boom, here we are at location 3, and we're really doing stomachs around the world today. How does it look to you?
First reaction, it looks like a bowl of worms.
Yeah, it does look a little bit wormy. On the side, crustless bread. The folks over in Japan would love this. Why do Japanese people hate bread crust so much?
We don't know. But there is a crust on here. It's just the same color as the inside of the bread.
Oh, it's like some kind of albino bread. These are very rare, you know? Only 1 in a million loaves. I think we should start by dipping the bread in and tasting some of that. Some of that
goodness. Really rich. So for an ingredient like tripe, you would think that it'd be
like a dirty taste?
Yeah.
It can be super like hostile, violent, unforgiving, vengeful even.
So I thought it would be that way.
We don't know yet, we didn't try it.
The sauce.
Who knows how much of the sauce could possibly penetrate the stomach? We had to penetrate the stomach right now with our teeth.
This is a stew that makes you feel good.
Are you keeping it real?
That smoked paprika really brings the dish to a whole new level.
There's a bit of kind of oily animal essence left there, but it's supposed to be that way.
This has that stewish, using lesser price cut, but making something beautiful out of it.
It's simple, it's straightforward, but cooked intelligently. It's like it's got some attitude.
Tripe with attitude, yo.
It would have been nice if you put a chicken inside of this.
I'm not giving up on looking for another stomach stuffed with goodies. And I hear that's exactly what we're doing at our next location.
Yo. Thank you for having us and for cracking a beer with a couple of unusual blokes, especially Calvin.
Hey, that's me.
You look weird.
Hey.
It's the mustache.
Must be.
OK Gongye is a new restaurant in town, but they've quickly gained a reputation among food lovers for their creativity. Here, they're specializing in one ingredient.
Banzai. A sheep or lamb, I'm sorry. Goat.
Our dish today is going off menu with this special invention from the owner. He starts by heating up these rocks.
Why did you go with goat?
Bản thân mình cũng thích ăn về con dê.
He loves eating goat.
The goat stomach is then stuffed with goat meat and root vegetables.
He wanted to make something special for the Hanoian, and so he chose goat as being that product.
Now, for the wild part.
Bao tử dê nó sẽ tự chín và mình sẽ ăn nó.
He's going to insert hot stones inside the stomach, and that's gonna cook the stomach.
So he's cooking it from the inside
outward.
Okay.
This food sack is squeezed and massaged so the heat evenly spreads and cooks all the ingredients inside. And if that's not enough to get you excited, maybe the ice cold beer it comes with will do the trick.
And it's bubbling up because the stones are still hot inside of there. Cuts the neck, and then he's dumping out
Potato, goat meat, lemongrass, capsicum, carrot, garlic, lumps of coal.
Calvin, that's what you're getting for Christmas. I'm gonna be super honest. There's something a little off-putting about the smell, and it's almost kind of rancid. It's very gamey. It smells like stomach acid. It smells like bile. There's some places around Southeast Asia people really love that intense, forceful flavor. Not in here. It's something I'm not quite used to yet. See how diplomatic that is? In the stomach, he's also cooked some of these other items, which we should try first. It's steamed through. It has a little bit of the zing from the stomach.
Zing! So now we're gonna try the goat, right?
Goat meat. It's chewy, it's cooked all the way through though. He said beer makes it taste better. Come on, beer, where are you? We should grab some stomach, no sauce. We need to go pure stomach.
There we go. Maybe this dish is for some. This is not for me.
Right now the owner is filming us with his iTelephone, so I'm just gonna keep this kind of a neutral, optimistic face.
That's a great look.
Let's try it with some sauce. I'm gonna dip it in a little bit of this fermented soybean sauce.
I'm gonna dip it in a little bit of this fermented tofu sauce, and we'll see if I'm ready. Here we go.
Yeah. I don't think that's meant to be eaten alone, to be honest, because this sauce is very powerful. It's the powerful fermented nutty flavors coming from there. What is a little off-putting about the stomach is like it has just that kind of biley flavor in there. Yeah. That doesn't mean that they prepared it in a way that's incorrect, because there's people that really like the bile flavor. When I was in Namibia, I ate some stomach with them, and oh my God, it was the most intense, gamey, powerful thing I've ever eaten, and they loved it.
Animal stomachs. They have a great chewy texture, almost like calamari. But the best part is, you can put things inside.
It's kind of this perfect container, perfect fleshy organic bag that's tough, it can withstand heat.
Biodegradable?
Say that again.
Go f yourself.
Last time, we discovered tasty stomachs.
This is one of the best stomachs I've ever had.
And now, it's all about the brains.
This is a food that in the US, you don't see that often. It's gooey, gushy,
and then the flavor itself isn't something that people are used to.
Right. Sir?
Russia.
Handshakes for everybody. And then I'll shake your hand too. Nice to meet you too.
Joining me today, chef and mustachioed friend of the show, Calvin.
This here is a Pakistani restaurant. Do you come from Pakistan?
Yes.
I knew it.
Mr. Mahmood grew up in the city of Islamabad,
In Islamabad.
where he learned to create the flavors of Pakistan from his family. Now, he specializes in traditional Pakistani dishes.
Kelvin, you may not know this, but India and Pakistan used to be one country called Hindustan. And then some nice British folks helped them break that into two countries. What I'm curious about, to you, what is the big difference between Indian food and Pakistani food?
Despite their shared history, Indian and Pakistani cuisines certainly have their differences.
India use more bland spices. Pakistan is using the fresh tomato and less spice.
Generally speaking, Indian cuisine has more vegetarian options,
Some of it is geography, ingredients that are available. Some of it is religion.
whereas Pakistani cuisine is more meat-based.
Today, our mission in this video is to try 4 different types of animal brains. Here, you've got a goat brain. How are you preparing the goat brain here?
Like we call in Pakistan, katakat.
Katakat, or takatak, is the name of this special Pakistani meat dish.
There are 2 chops and then they chop it up.
The name is an onomatopoeia, meaning it's named after this sound. You could also call it the clickety-clack.
They're making music.
This dish is made of a mixture of goat organ meats.
Delicious.
Today, it's all about the brains.
In eating the brain, do you believe there's any special nutrition, or you just like the taste?
Cooked in butter, then put aside.
Mostly is taste. This is not much nutrition.
Next up, onions, tomatoes, and their secret masala.
Masala. That was my stripper name.
Add green chili, coriander, ginger, and mix it up.
Do you know what masala means?
Finally, add the brains,
It just means a spice blend.
Oh.
cut to cut, and serve.
Sir, let's do this. Thank you. I'm excited. Let's eat some brain.
Thank
Can't
you.
wait.
Yeah, thank you.
Location 1, brain 1. Would you take a smell of this? That smells good. On the side, check out this bread. It's either like the world's best naan or the world's worst pizza.
Along with our main dish, a specialty of this place, a Pakistani-style naan bread. Topped with white and black sesame seeds, then given a finger massage and cooked in a tandoor oven, giving each piece an extra fluffy texture.
All right, try out some bread.
Great pockets of air.
If music is the space between the notes, this bread is the air between the bread. I gotta admit, the brain on its own, it's intimidating. It's overly rich and fatty and jiggly.
But how they did it here, they made a masala, they added spices, and you'll see a good mixture of flavors and textures.
That being said, let's try it out. So we got this delicious, pillowy, doughy naan, and I'm just stacking that with tons of brain. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.
I am blown away by this. This is less curry based, but it's more fresh, it's more herbs. It's delicious, that's what it is.
It's really good. It's interesting because the texture, if it was too much brain, it would be too creamy, too rich, it could be too much. But the way he's mixed it up, it's well balanced. We were supposed to go to Pakistan and then all this COVID stuff happened, couldn't travel. So right now I'm being teleported to Pakistan.
Our continued brain quest has brought us here.
Sir, how you doing?
Greeting us now, the chef himself, Mr. Dad.
It appears this is some kind of a drinking establishment. I can see you've got beer kegs on the poster and the actual word beer in the title. Some beer. What's that mean?
The name of the restaurant.
Ah, dude, I was wondering what that meant. Where the name of the restaurant would go?
Some beer, yeah.
In this drinking establishment, they've got more than 80 dishes on their menu, but their specialty is sheep.
So they're serving everything nose to tail sheep. Is that right?
Mỗi thứ, everything.
Everything. Everything.
Tất cả luôn.
Tất cả luôn. I've seen a lot of people eat like pig brain in a pig brain soup in Saigon, for example. But how common is people eating sheep brain? Is it just a Hanoi thing? Is it just a you guys thing?
In the north, it gets really cold in the wintertime. So eating that fat, rich brain really kind of goes with the weather. And so it definitely is a northern specialty.
I'm so curious about the recipe. The way you're serving it here is kind of just in a soup. Why do people like this soup so much? And what are they getting from it?
Mugwort lamb brain starts with fried shallots, water, MSG, and seasoning powder.
It makes you smart.
Then the brain.
Are you sure it makes you smarter? Is that scientifically proven?
Mugwort, a type of medicinal herb popular in European and Asian cuisine.
There's an old saying that whatever you eat is the nutritional value. So if you eat brain, you'll get smarter.
And that's it. Cool, huh?
How does that work for other organs? If you eat eyes, can you see better?
Of course.
If you eat skin, will your skin be better?
Yes.
If you eat penis, can you penis better?
Yes.
Location 2, brain 2. This is what I was worried about. So the first location, he did a good job of like incorporating the brain as an ingredient into something bigger than the brain itself.
Yes.
Here, they added mugwort. I'm gonna be honest with you, not a fan of mugwort. First of all, it has the word wart in it.
Second of all,
Mug isn't doing much of the work either.
I think the chef really wants us to taste the essence of what we're about to eat.
As far as brains go, it's almost identical to the brain of the previous creature, but here it's much more present. All right, let's get a little bit of the mugwort. Cheers.
Cheers. Bit of green, licorice, not much to it.
No, but that is like the one-dimensional flavor that is here.
I really want to taste what this brain is all about. I mean, it is the star of the show.
Hey, I'm the star of the show.
Not anymore. Cheers.
Cheers.
You feel smarter?
No.
What he said was incorrect then.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like a fool for just buying this big bowl of brain seasoned with a leaf.
Flavor-wise, it is not much. It is really just brainy.
But the brain itself, I don't mind the texture. It's creamy. It kind of coats the inside of your mouth, and it has a nutty finish.
I don't know what brain you got, but what I'm getting right now is bitterness, bile flavors.
My sheep took AP classes.
I was on a short bus to school.
Cool. Well, we will get a to-go box for this and move on to our next location.
You can have mine.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Big heart.
My shirt's too tight.
It's lunchtime, so Calvin and I are headed down to Chinatown. Here you'll find one of the oldest restaurants in this city.
Sir, hello.
Nice to meet you.
Here, the head of this operation, Mr. Vin.
How long have you been doing this?
Since 1945.
Now with over 50 staff, they've been serving traditional Cantonese dishes for more than 75 years.
Your grandparents started it, then your parents, and then did you have a choice, or it's like, hey, guess what? You're running a Chinese restaurant. No choice. My producer showed me a picture of the food we're going to be trying today. Something like a pig brain in an omelet.
So when he's a young child, this is a dish that's already been part of his life. He thinks it originated in China.
What is the purpose of mixing the omelet with the brain?
Whatever you eat makes you do that. If you eat a brain, you'll be smarter. But with the omelet, the kids will eat it. So the parents will say, hey, eat the omelet before you take a test. And it'll give you the brain power you need to achieve your greatness.
Although brains do contain huge amounts of omega-3 fatty acids that are good for your nervous system, they're also very high in cholesterol. So even though you may be tempted, try not to eat too much.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Our IQ is going to go from like 70 to 99.
I was going to say 78.
Okay, let's go.
This brainy dish starts with sautéed minced shallots, garlic, and pickled radish, then steamed pig brain. This brain matter is added to the eggs, then seasoned simply with salt and pepper.
Right here we've got the omelet. I thought this was gonna look a lot more like this picture here. Instead, it looks like this video here. Much more palatable. And then here, not something I usually have with an omelet, a big bowl of rice.
Not only any rice, it's chicken rice. The renderings from the chicken fat been cooked into the Hainan chicken rice.
Sounds real nice. Sounds like you rehearsed that.
I did.
Scrambled eggs kind of feels like brain already.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we'll be able to notice a difference, but let's find out. Really good. That's a juicy omelet. If you feel with your tongue and kind of press, you can feel some of the fat squeezing out.
The brain really kind of melts with the egg.
I do feel the brain a bit, but if you gave it to me and didn't tell me there's brain in it, there's a chance I would just ignore it and keep eating.
Yeah.
I got a nice fatty piece of brain here, and then after that we should hit the rice to create balance. I like it. It's a good combo.
The rice is done so well. It's not clumpy. Every individual rice kernel is separated, yet they're cohesive.
The rice is delicious. It's taking on some of that nice chickeny flavor.
Chickeny goodness.
Chicken essence.
For our final serving of cerebellum, Calvin is introducing me to the secret dark side of tacos.
Commence interview. Luis, put her there.
The taco lord of this taco shop, Mr. Luis.
Don't you want to say the 2 words of Spanish that you know?
He comes from Mexico City.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, bien.
What? Just kidding.
He brought with him 25 years of taco crafting experience.
What I'm learning from Calvin is also a taquero. Every time we eat some weird animal part, he goes, oh, that could go in a taco. In Mexico City, can anything go in a taco?
All the whole the animal. Brain, eyes, feet, tongue.
I had no idea. I only know in Taco Bell. Taco Bell. Taco Bell. Taco Bell. In the US, we're like straight up ground beef, chicken, pork. Just really a lack of variety. Why is there so much more variety in Mexico?
Because people understand that poor meat have more flavor.
We're here today for something I had never heard of before, something called sesos.
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 Sesos tacos, or brain tacos, is a real and very popular dish in Mexico.
When he talks about it, you see his face, it lights up.
Oh yeah, I have no doubt that it's delicious.
Usually made from cow or goat brain.
Does it make you smarter?
It's loved for its soft, custard-like texture.
In Mexico, the people thinking, you eat liver, you recover the liver. Maybe if you eat brain, maybe you're thinking more.
Luis, thank you so much.
Okay.
Let's eat some brain tacos.
Sesos tacos start with the cow brain boiled with bay leaves. Cook it through, then put it on ice. In another pan, saute garlic and shallots in butter. Add tomatoes and the brain. Season with salt, pepper, and a squeeze of lime. Finally, add some greens. Then, the tortillas. Now, the build. A layer of guacamole, sesos, finished with a fresh touch of shallots and cilantro.
And clink, location 4. This is super exciting because I've never had this. There is a cow brain on my taco.
There's a little bit of lime for the acid because there's so much richness in the brain. The lime really does cut it.
I got some fresh citrus on there. And then for you, you're a taco guy. Is this like 2 bites or 3 bites?
This ideally be 2 bites.
I'm gonna go for 2 bites. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow. The texture, it's different than any taco I've ever had. It's almost marshmallowy. There's so much brain.
You really stuffed it well.
But there's avocado too. You can't really tell. Like, is this brain?
What, right?
Is this guacamole?
Yeah.
But the whole time, man, the spices are delicious.
They are. Cumin, paprika, garlic, onions. They really do create a symphony of flavors. Oh. I just had a big piece of brain burst in my mouth, and the fattiness just came, dripping down the side of my face.
It was like a big solid chunk that hadn't been like crushed yet. It is amazing how many different preparations of brain we were able to see today. I didn't know what it was going to be like. I gotta say, I like it. Thank you.
Last time, we discovered tasty brains.
I asked for boneless. I got some skull fragments.
And now, it's all about having a little heart. Breakfast today is a bit rough. It started by taking a bite of me first.
Oh, dude, those are fingers.
Ostrich. It's our first animal candidate of the day.
You want a hug? What about, oh, you guys can sit?
But before dining, it's polite to get to know your dinner guest.
So far, it feels like my childhood, a lot of rejection. Calvin, I'm trying to give one of these a hug.
I'm so lovable.
This is Calvin, entrepreneur, chef, bar owner, and my eating partner in today's video.
Hey, y'all want to swipe right?
This one's making eye contact. Let's hug. Here we go, buddy.
I love you guys.
Aww.
If you didn't know, ostrich is a fairly commonly eaten protein source around the world, and the animals themselves are raised on farms just like this.
Are these full grown?
10 tháng tuổi rồi.
10 months, he says. This is the correct age for them to slaughter. Oh!
All right, get out of here. Get out of here. Kai, are you okay?
Okay.
Well, that's why you signed the waiver.
10 years ago, Mr. Nam left a prestigious cow milking career and made a gamble, betting on these flightless birds. Now, his farm is home to 400 ostriches at any given time.
Why did you make the change?
Cái đa điều đề kháng nó cao.
He's saying the risk level is 0.
Really?
Easy to raise,
No steroids, no hormone injection, 100% organic.
profitable.
There's a higher value in ostrich meat right now than it is for milk.
Ostrich farming in Vietnam is becoming more and more popular. I've eaten this beauty of a bird before,
I feel like a caveman.
but I've never tried an ostrich heart.
How big is an ostrich heart?
Bằng bao nhiêu? Bằng
bao nhiêu?
1 kg.
Bulky. That's pretty big. Is it yummy?
Thực phẩm của đa điều.
Because the ostrich is such low in cholesterol, everything is delicious.
These hearts are served up in quaint countryside drinking spots. Want some wings to go with it? They can make that happen.
Thank you so much. Let's eat. That's it. Super short.
Gà Đồi Restaurant, a place specializing in all things ostrich.
This is an ostrich heart. Is this about what you expected?
I thought it was gonna be gigantic.
I think we should weigh it right now and then find out. 1 kilo, my ASS. We came here expecting a 2-pound heart. We got a 1-pound heart. I'm not disappointed.
Not at all.
Oh no, I am disappointed.
The heart's not as big as I expected, but it's still big enough to be made into 2 different dishes.
In the list of popular items, where does the heart rank in?
Tim nằm ở mức 6.
Out of the list of 1 to 10, heart sits number 6.
And that's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
First, grilled ostrich heart. Half of the heart is cubed and seasoned with ginger, shallots, and chilies. Skewer the heart.
Why do people like the heart so much?
Warm up the charcoal.
Vì mỗi một con đa điều chỉ có một trái tim.
Grill for 7 minutes exactly.
An ostrich only has 1 heart. Talk about YOLO, right?
Yeah.
Ostrich has 1 heart. Oh.
Oh, oh.
Oh, oh.
I'm ending this interview. Thank you. It smells of garlic. Let's try it out. I can't believe that's number 6 on the list.
This should be number 2 or 1.
I would say number 1.
That texture is so buttery. It's like a well-marbled filet mignon.
I find it to be more like dense and just have like a really fun chew.
And it's lean, right? I mean, ostrich is the most leanest meat out there.
There was some fat on that heart. You saw the heart, right?
It was really fatty on the outside.
Mine probably looks like that. I can't believe I haven't tried this until now. I had to come way out in the freaking country in the middle of nowhere to a random drinking restaurant to try this. It is like the Wagyu of ostrich heart. So now we know we're working with a good ingredient. Here, the stir fry.
Seasoned cubes of ostrich heart, stir-fried with garlic. Add some onion and carrot. Stir it about. Add something green in the form of celery. Stir some more and serve.
Let's try it out. She is. That's yummy, simple, peppery.
It is still soft and buttery, but you definitely do taste that minerally, livery flavor to it.
A slight amount, but not too much. It's not gamey or anything. What is this part? Is Is that like an artery? It looks like squid, but it is not. Maybe it is squid. Hey, do they put squid in here? No. It tastes like squid.
Same rubberiness, same mild flavor. I like the texture. It's like crunching on Captain Crunch.
Oh, here's another one. A blood valve. It's similarly chewy, but it tastes better. Here, try this one.
Thought you were gonna feed me.
No, I'm not.
That's so meaty. It's such a deep, rich flavor.
I've had ostrich before. I loved all the meat. I did not have the heart. So having the heart alone, it deserves its own platter, its own day in the sun. But not in the literal sun, because it'll rot, and that would be disgusting. Put her there. You look really sharp. I'm feeling a bit underdressed.
This well-groomed goat enthusiast is the owner of 2 goat restaurants.
Oh, there's a goat statue over here too? Is that the goat from Shrek?
Here they specialize in this underrated protein, turning every body part into a plate full of yum.
How big is a goat heart?
Around here.
Around a fist. That's pretty big. That's a filet mignon size.
Today, we'll take down a 2-course goat-themed meal.
When I eat the goat heart, how is it gonna help me?
First up, the goat heart. And as a bonus, the kidneys are sliced up.
Then and it makes them more horny? Sorry, what?
They saute garlic in a hot pan, throw in the well-seasoned heart and kidney, then hit it with some carrot, onion, and celery.
You'd say it's an aphrodisiac. And then we don't get demonetized.
A man eating goat, it's an aphrodisiac.
So it gets you horny. Now I messed it up.
Make sure it's all evenly slathered, then send it to our eating scene.
This is goat heart, but they threw in kidney as well.
For texture, for medicinal.
They had them laying around.
So, yeah, throw it in.
I think that's all it was. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Cheers.
Interesting texture. Because it's not only gelatinous, but it does have a little bit of spring to it.
Your piece was gelatinous. Mine was just meaty and dense. I like that they cut it kind of thin, so it's easier to chew through. It absorbs these sauces beautifully. It's a little sweet, a little salty. Can you describe the sauce better than me?
The sauce is, try the sauce.
Well, if you can, just say no.
Our second dish is packed with nutrition. It starts with a broth prepared by simmering 9 traditional medicinal herbs and goat bones for 2 hours. Then the goat hearts take the plunge into this bubbling hot tub, and to the table they go.
Oh, this is great, dude. They have entire hearts. We gotta get him back here. Put your fist right here.
Small one.
Thank you. Come on, I believe there are 2 hearts, so we're both gonna be able to have some. I think we should do it like an old school vampire. I wanna eat a whole goat heart.
Let it cool down, right?
We're vampires, but we gotta be safe still.
3, 2, 1. Oh, it's shot in my mouth. Oh my God. This tastes so much more intricate than the stir fry did. It has this metallic taste to it.
There's a bit of iron from the blood. It's dense, meaty, irony, hot.
It's juicy.
Why do you have a big dark part?
Coagulated blood?
Is it really? A natural blood cake from the blood that was still trapped in the heart.
It sounds weird, but there's hints of vanilla in my blood cake.
Oh my God, you got blood all over you. Oh!
Our mission of eating animal hearts from around the world has brought us here.
Thank you for being on my little internet show.
My pleasure, likewise.
Mr. Riahi was a chef in Morocco. Now he presides over Marrakesh Riyadh Restaurant, an eatery serving the flavors of his homeland.
What would you say are the top 3 animal proteins eaten in Morocco?
Beef, lamb, and goat. Another is camel.
Camel?
Yes.
Oh.
Are we eating camel today?
We don't have camel here.
It's probably hard to import, huh?
But I know a guy who knows a guy.
You do not.
Morocco is a North African country. Because of its unique geography, Moroccan cuisine is an incredible blend of flavors from around the world. Spicy, herbaceous, sweet, and savory.
Today we're gonna have the beef heart.
The preparation starts with this gigantic heart of a cow being cut into thick slices.
How often is heart eaten in Morocco?
If guys, they like to go out and they have some barbecue.
These slices are grilled rare and seasoned with salt and pepper.
What do you say to people who are afraid to try these internal organs?
Try at least one time.
Everything in life you should try once.
Yeah.
Like drugs, you know? If you never try it.
I don't think drugs is like beef heart.
Remove from the fire and proceed to cube the meat. Then the actual magic occurs. Each cube gets wrapped in caul fat, skewered, and grilled again.
We call marbleization to give it nice, rich taste.
Nice. So you're bringing the fat to the party, like when I go to a party.
The party don't start till Sonny walks in.
Now they're seasoned with cumin and plated with an extra pinch of salt and pepper. To go with it, a traditional Moroccan bread and sweet mint tea.
This is a ton of food, not even one whole cow heart. One cow heart can feed a family of
62.
Yeah, that's right. He's put caul fat on there.
Once you net a protein in caul fat and you grill it, the caul fat then disintegrates and then it gets these little char bits.
The way you're actually supposed to eat it is with the bread.
What's it called?
What's this bread called? I'm sorry, what?
How dare you?
What'd you call me?
Making this unpronounceable bread is simple. The dough is a mixture of flour, salt, and dried yeast. After the dough rests for 45 minutes, it's cooked up and served hot.
You peel off a little bit, open it up, then you grab the piece you want.
Why do I go so low with the piece in the middle?
I suggest an end piece. Give it a smell. So it's nice and charred, smoky,
meaty.
Cheers. Cheers. The caul fat makes it so juicy though. This is not a multi-dimensional flavor.
Salt, smoke, fat.
All turned up to 11.
That char just permeates through the sinuses. I imagine opening a smoker right now, putting my head inside, closing it for 6 hours at 180 degrees Fahrenheit, and that is the char that I taste right now.
Yeah, you would be dead.
But if I wasn't,
this seems like a good social food.
A bunch of skewers, a bunch of friends.
And mint tea.
Mint tea.
Shall we?
We shall.
Clink. Oh.
That's like a mojito without alcohol.
A warm one. So I was kind of looking for the balance here. I'm like, oh, there's no yogurt. There's a couple herbs here, but not really. And then I think this is it. This is our palate cleanser. I'm ready for more bites.
Let's go.
All right. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let go.
Let go.
I said let go.
Oh, go me.
Well, I didn't know anything till I was...
Oh my gosh. What a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much. You have amazing teeth. Sorry, it's just hard to look at you because of the teeth.
Miss Hua started this place only 4 months ago, but she's quickly gained a great reputation thanks to her unique culinary invention. Steamed blood with assorted pig organs.
How did you come up with this recipe?
She loves creating. She has no culinary background. She one day wanted to have this and she created it.
The food here is so tasty that her place is always packed. In fact, she's crushing it so hard, copycats using the same name have already sprung up next door.
Do you want me to go talk to them? I will provide them with stern words.
No.
No? Check out this.
Oh! Onlyfans.com/Sonny's Muscles Move.
Does it bother you that they're there?
100 người bán thì dạng người mua. Mọi người ăn hợp khẩu vị ở đâu thì người ta thích ở đó.
I like it. Abundance mentality. Don't worry about them. Let's focus on what's happening right here.
Time to put the dish together. It starts with assorted organs, including plenty of pig heart.
Is there anything special about this organ in particular, or is it just tasty?
When customers order, the organs are tossed in a bowl.
There's a saying, what you eat helps that organ. If you eat a lot of heart, it'll make your heart good.
What brings it all together is her homemade broth, a perfect dish for a rainy day.
This is a Vietnamese dish neither of us have ever tried before. There's some ginger on top, but underneath it's just a very rich broth with just tons and tons of layers of different animal parts. I think we should start with some broth. 1, 2, 3.
It really warms your inside. This is like chicken soup for the soul.
Pig soup for the soul. Sweet, peppery,
gingery. Consistency and the flavors are just really well balanced.
Let's take it away with the blood. So we have some coagulated blood.
It's not sexy, but I bet it tastes good.
Cheers.
So minerally, and it's so savory.
But very tender. The mouthfeel, like a tofu silk.
It's just floating in your mouth.
I think we should try to find a heart. This is pancreas.
What do you think this is?
An Adam's apple.
This is the brain.
She didn't mention brain.
We got a special dish.
Nice. This has got to be heart. Very dense and very thinly sliced.
You can even see, I was gonna say the ridges in there, but you can't. Sorry.
Thanks for wasting my time, Calvin.
Welcome. Out of all the other hearts we've had, that's such a different consistency.
It's kind of hard. In this soup, it's a little bit dry, but I think that makes it work because it's with all these other
components.
Oh my God, Calvin, you complete me.
Aww.
If I was the MFer who stole this idea and opened up my own place, I don't think I could deconstruct this recipe.
Out of all the hearts we've had, it definitely is different. This was delicate. This is a very complex broth.
We can try to explain it to you guys, but it's probably way too complex, so just don't even try it.
Too complex.
Yeah, it's too complex.
Complex.
If there's a more simple broth next time, we'll break that down for you.
That's not...
Last time, we discovered tasty hearts.
Oh my God.
Now, it's all about the bone.
What? can't eat a bone.
I don't think that.
Oh, okay. So, today, we're eating a lot of different bone stuff.
Yes!
Oh, wait. But there's also some bones that you can eat whole.
I got one. A trombone. No, I don't have that one.
No, I'm leaving my show. Sir, put her there.
Mr. Laup was a furniture designer before becoming a pork bone dealer.
So this is our first bone location today. We're doing a lot of bone-related content. Can you see me?
Now, he's opened a restaurant serving only one food, Lang Sap, a Thai dish with a Vietnamese twist.
Why just the one food on the menu? Is it that good?
Món này dễ với lại em không có chuyên nghiệp.
God, I love this answer. What? This is the easiest dish for him to make. He's not a chef.
Cooking Lang Sap is pretty straightforward.
Which part of the bones are you using?
It's the pork spine.
The bones are boiled in water for 2 hours until the meat becomes soft and tender.
Aside from the boiling, what is it that makes this dish really come together?
Huh? He is a one-word answer kind of guy.
Yo, what do you say?
Chilies.
Oh. Is this gonna be spicy?
You know, I love chilies, right? Not at 10 a.m. though.
That's what we're getting.
The sauce is a combination of green chilies, scallions, and lime juice, cooked in the same stock the bones came from.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how spicy is this food?
7.
Bye?
Bay is what?
Buy is, I buy a plane ticket out of here. This is a bad idea.
So pungent. Don't put your nose next to it.
All right.
Last time I had a glove put on. Well, you don't hear that story, do you?
No.
Okay. Well, that was good.
No, don't tell me. Just leave it like that. Oh, that's heavy. On this side, you can see the whole spine. This is a L4, L5, L6. Do you know your vertebrae?
Actually looks like an airline seat. L1, L2, L3.
No, that's good. You're doing good. I can't stop anymore, dude. This meat is peeling away very easily.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Juicy.
So tender and juicy. Unbelievable.
How much do you like chilies in the morning?
I think food here is not that spicy.
True.
It's not anything compared to Thailand. It's a little bit of heat, but it's nothing too intensive. Watch. You can hear it.
You can hear it come out of the socket. Dip it into the sauce.
Oh, that's a delightful blend, yeah, but the lime.
When he had said he had gone to Bangkok and had this dish, he was so inspired that he created this dish here for Saigon, which is really cool.
Yeah, I love that he took, I love that. I love it.
I love it. I think the best piece of meat is inside the spine. You push that meat upwards, and Sonny, that is for you.
Oh, it's just like in this hidden crevasse. Cheers, cheers. Oh, this pig's going places. That is melt in your mouth delicious.
Melt in your mouth delicious.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
Good start?
Good start.
But we have a lot more in store. Holy cow!
Oh, my name Nam.
Oh, you speak English?
Little.
Cool. Why am I here for?
Get out.
See ya.
This is a bone I did not expect. It's inside this animal. What kind of cat is this?
My dude Nam has 5 years experience serving this unique specialty.
By you.
Is it by you? Okay, that doesn't help.
This is a Sunbeam Snake, only found around Southeast Asia. Locally, Vietnamese folks know it as an
onion
snake.
It's a little oniony.
Really? It's like a baby's bottom.
Oh.
Look at Ganhom. Come Ganhom. Put your finger in there, he says.
It's not unusual to find snake meat in Vietnam. It's believed to have special health benefits when combined with Eastern medicine, like snake wine.
Do you know anything about snake wine? It's supposed to be good for stamina. And they don't mean a marathon.
Nam's recipe, loved by the drinking crowd, doesn't waste a single part of the snake.
Now, why snakes? You could have opened up anything out here. You could have had a taco stand.
Làm rất ngon mà.
Oh, because he makes really good snake.
Huh.
Today, he's cooking up 3 different dishes, all from one snake.
The top 10.
Top 10?
Top 10 in Ho Chi Minh City.
There's only 9 places in Ho Chi Minh City.
I'm one of the top 5 rappers that live in my house.
First, snake salad. That's right. Made with boiled snake meat and onion. Seasoned with MSG, salt, sugar, pork bone powder, fish sauce, chilies, and lime juice.
He eats a lot of hot pot places and he goes home and he figures out their secret.
Really?
Yeah.
Next, snake hot pot. Boiled snake parts get boiled again, but this time with lemongrass and calabash.
Would you say it's top 100 in Vietnam?
Không biết.
Very humble. He said yes.
Now this final dish is what we really came for. The bones. Seasoned with condensed soy sauce, MSG, fish sauce, normal soy sauce, and chili sauce.
Boom! Location 2, snake number 1. First snake of the day. Probably the last snake of the day.
I hope so.
Here, snake hot pot. This is literally the butt of the snake.
The anus of the snake.
Yeah, it's the anus. There's tons of body parts in here. Big pieces of meat, skin, the testicles?
Testicles.
Oh, snakes have crazy testicles. Should we try it out?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
Oh.
Texture of a wetsuit.
It tastes good.
It tastes good.
And mine's bursting with flavor over here. You just gotta like bite into it and peel it back. Skin salad.
Oh. My favorite word, gelatinous. It's a very lean animal because there's no fat between the skin and the meat.
Right, that's a good point. Have you ever seen a fat snake? And you were disappointed. On Google Images right now, can we pull up fat snake? No, that's a snake that just ate something recently. Can we look up like obese snake? See, that's funny. In the end, this is what we've come here for.
The bones.
The bones. He's kind of peeled away all the meat that he could, and there's a bit of protein left between the ribs, and as they fry it, it becomes crispy, brown. Doesn't seem like a typical meat. Cheers. Cheers.
Can you hear that?
Delicious, deep savoriness, kind of thick. You have to really make a concerted effort to eat all of it and not let it kill you. I think it's creative, I respect it, I appreciate it. This snake, if it had thumbs, would definitely give it a thumb up.
Doesn't have thumbs though.
Yeah, but just like
This street side restaurant we're about to enter is one of the best in Southeast Asia. But this fact might not be so obvious upon first glance.
Jay, put her there.
Here, if you pay close attention, subtle signs of success will reveal themselves.
Is business good or is business good?
As always, the best indicator of quality is the hordes of folks lining up to sit down and grab a bite.
Here, you're making hủ tiếu. Calvin, what is hủ tiếu?
Hủ tiếu is a dish known in the south region of Vietnam. Rice noodles, a bone broth, and it's usually made out of pork.
Miss Phung's hủ tiếu is so popular, she's now able to employ her entire family. But people aren't just here for the noodles. They're really after is this.
Đây là một phần xương ống của mình.
Một phần, this is one order.
This flavor-packed skeletal soup helps them sell over 900 pounds of pork bones each day.
So you're gonna eat the tendon around, and then you dip it in, and then you take a shot of it.
That sounds fantastic.
Fresh herbs and fried garlic are a must, but the broth is what really makes this place stand out among many, many others.
Cái này là mình nấu nước.
One of the secrets she said is that the sweetness comes from the bones. It doesn't come from sugar or MSG. It's natural.
Flippin' A, ma'am. I just realized you could have probably taken the mask off in the beginning of the scene, but that's okay. The chin diaper.
I know.
It looks nice. Oh, Calvin.
Sonny.
This place runs out of bones quick.
Yeah, they're sold out already.
Holy crap.
400 kilos a day. And she's been open for an hour thus far.
I can't believe that. That's amazing. Is it still there? Okay. Oh, wait. Don't let anyone steal that. We have one on the side for close-ups. So it's not a huge amount of meat.
No.
It's just a few millimeters that's right next to the bone that would be impossible for the butcher to cut. Cheers. Oh, man.
The meat next to the bone is always the most flavorful.
This is delightful.
Oh, look at that.
I've never been so jealous in my life. That bite looks amazing. Okay, I hope I have something even close to that on here. Wow. Oh.
That pork is so sweet.
I feel like I just locked lips with God.
Is God male or female?
A little bit of both. No exaggeration, it's one of the most delicious things I've ever eaten.
This tendon cooked down perfectly. And you know, tendon is not a piece of the animal that a lot of people eat.
No, which is foolish. It's so good. This is something that's hard to get your hands on.
You got your hands on it right now?
Yeah, it wasn't easy. I had producers at work. We had to coordinate with the owner. So that's just the outside of the bone. Looking into the bone, you can see the marrow.
Come on, come to Papa.
Yeah, come on. Oh. There's no way that on camera this doesn't look disgusting. A slimy pile of warm bone marrow. Oh. It's like buttery and smooth. It's like a cloud. Oh my Lord, that's good.
I think we found our top for the night.
It's gonna be really hard to beat this. We have one location left, but I mean, this was an experience from heaven. You can pay hundreds of dollars, go to 5-star restaurants, and you still are likely to not get something this amazing.
It is breathtaking.
I stopped doing the show for a second, hold on. We should have washed our hands, huh? Nidhi?
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of your work.
Thank you so much.
Is this something that happens in India?
Namaste or thank you. We always greet each other.
Oh, namaste.
Namaste. I feel like I just finished a yoga class.
Indian food, delicious, but admittedly notorious for its extensive use of oil, often making it incredibly heavy.
I love Indian food, but anytime I eat it, I need a wheelchair. And I need someone to cart me around for 2 days.
What we are doing here is 80% less oil. Even if you see the oil, it will be more from the meat itself.
Right.
Her culinary approach has paid off, resulting in a popular chain of Indian restaurants.
Let's get down to the real reason we're here, because of the bones you're serving.
The dish here is lal mas.
Lal mas translates to red mutton. It's a curry made with yogurt and spices. However, it's not always made with bones.
We need a very special part of the goat's leg that is a type of a land curry from Rajasthan.
How many different spices are in this curry?
17.
For India, that's a bit light.
Yeah. And after that, chef cook it with spices or curry paste and then let it simmer for as long as it softens the... When I was a baby, I remember we had brother sisters. So when dad used to cook this kind of lamb curry, so we used to fight among each other who gets the bone marrow.
What'd you fight over? Well, I fought over cupcakes, maybe? Not bones.
Oh, I caught over a pillow.
Like a pillow fight?
No, just a pillow.
Just one.
We'd like to sleep on it.
Oh, it's tragic.
We're a poor family.
All right, stop depressing people.
Okay.
Beneath this lid, something amazing, delicious. Let's check it out.
Whoa.
That looks nice.
That does look nice.
I'm gonna dish myself.
Okay. Will you dish me?
Yeah, after me. Oh, I've had lal mas. Oh, I remember now. In my spicy episode in India, and it's red and then it's smoky. Is smoke part of the thing, Kai? Do they put smoke in it at the end?
I don't remember.
I think we should taste the curry first. I've got some naan here. That's garlic naan on your side.
That's true.
I get a nice bite just of the gravy. Oh, yeah.
The flavors are dancing on my palate.
The meat is incredibly tender. You could cut this with a 1-year-old's finger. I'm not sure why you would try that. Something that's not very sharp.
That is a delicious morsel of meat.
It's been braised so long, it's so soft, it's so tender. With the fat rendering down, it becomes kind of sticky.
That's a great thing. You're right, Sonny. It is sticky.
She's saying that inside there's bone marrow. And this is how you're supposed to do it if the marrow's gonna come out.
Mine's popping out.
Oh, yes. I see like the umbilical cord.
Keep it going. Oh, mine came out.
Mine looks like a little tadpole. Gelatinous.
Gelatinous. It's so good.
The flavor, creamy, buttery. It goes perfect with this soft, chewy naan bread. Oh, to die for.
To die for.
Today when we started out, if you asked me, hey, can you eat a bone? I would have said, probably not. Sounds hard. But after today we've seen bones prepared literally hundreds of ways.
But there's 4.
Each of those ways was unique and interesting and special in its own way. Sometimes we're eating the inside of the bone, sometimes the cartilage and little stuff connected between the joints, and sometimes eating the whole bone itself.
And they're all across the board different.
What I noticed for sure is no matter what bones you're eating, it all requires a lot of time and love. And that's why we've seen all these restaurants who have been able to, over time, just perfect the recipes. Okay, one bite. It's really good though.
So good.
It's for real good.
This series is an homage to the offcuts, body parts that in the West might get thrown in the trash.
That's an eyeball. People eat this in Vietnam, right?
Yeah.
Last time, we discovered tasty bones.
Oh my Lord, that is good.
And now, it's all about animal skin.
Today, we are on a skin mission, starting here at your fine establishment.
This restaurant specializes in all things buffalo, including the skin.
Bản thân mình là người sống ở vùng dân tộc Thái.
He grew up in a region of Vietnam that was near Thailand.
I think what he's saying is he grew up near an ethnic group known as the Thai people, and there, eating buffalo skin was a tradition. Is that right?
Yeah.
You speak English this whole time?
What's going on?
Yeah, what's happening?
What am I doing
Wait,
here?
I speak Vietnamese.
Vietnam's Thai people have a special technique used to preserve buffalo skin.
They start off by applying salt to dehydrate the skin, and then they flamethrow it to get any of the small hairs off.
This dehydrated skin can stay good for months. When it's ready to be eaten, it gets soaked in water until it's rehydrated.
It's still kind of hard. You can see it's absorbed or taken on a lot more water.
This is still too hard to eat, so in order to make it edible, you'll need a very sharp knife.
Can we try eating this?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That is gamey AF.
With a capital G.
It smells like, manure.
Dim sums. It has a manure aroma. The taste isn't there.
For just a little guy, that is powerful.
Cái mùi của nó, giống cái cải trâu. Yes, he's an ingredient that this is similar to a buffalo field.
For an ingredient that tastes this foul, transforming it into something delicious will be quite the challenge. They start with julienne carrots, herbs, and shredded banana flour. Then, the buffalo skin. That's topped with garlic, peanuts, and chili powder. Pour in a bamboo shoot sauce, mix it up, and enjoy the most important meal of the day.
So now it's a mix of the original smell with some nice dressing. What we smelled earlier was very off-putting. And I don't mean to be rude at all.
No, not at all.
It was like next level. And even the owner of the restaurant admitted so. Let's take a big whiff and see how much of a transformation has taken place.
It has a new car fresh smell.
Yeah, right? There's a profound amount of skin in here. We're literally eating a skin salad right now. Ready?
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
They're so crunchy. There's so much to crunch through.
It's not like the gameness is gone. It's just been toned down.
At the same time they served us this, they served us this. At that point, everything snapped into focus. This, my friend, is alcohol. Because this, my friend, is drinking food.
Together, it's a match made in heaven.
Right.
This is a spirit made of rice and jungle fruits. No animals were harmed in this video.
What? Yeah, he's right. It's cleansing my demonic soul. Now that we're a little buzzed, we should try some more. I think it's gonna be completely different. Cheers.
Cheers. Better. Much better. It tastes like tendon. It's a different crunch than peanuts.
There's two parts to this transformation. Transformation 1 is everything they've done here to the meal. Transformation 2 was our transformation. After drinking a little booze at 10 a.m., I feel pretty good about it.
I feel really good too.
A risky start for location 1, but well done to the folks here, and well done to the folks who have been doing this for hundreds of years. Let's go.
Let's go.
Why are we shaking hands all the time?
I don't know.
Another culture, another skin. We're heading to a Korean joint where I'm planning to give Calvin a little surprise.
오늘 재밌는 음식 먹을래요.
돼지 껍데기입니다.
껍데기. Today, we're eating pig skin.
What?
뭐요?
뭐요?
Grilled pork skin is pretty commonly found in South Korea. It's not at the top of most menus, but somewhere listed on the back page, waiting to be discovered by true barbecue lovers.
How do you make it?
저희 뚱꼬집에 특별한 소스, 특별한 소스에 삶고 나서 저희가 기름을 제거하고 살집을 내고 삶아요.
It was then he realized he reached the limit of his Korean language ability.
손님한테 나갑니다.
I got this.
Luckily, me from the future is here to save the day. First, they prepare a boiling marinade of scallion, ginger, garlic, chilies, and Korean soy sauce.
Does the skin give any health benefits?
Nothing. Oh, yes.
야해요? 콜라겐.
Basically, there's a lot of collagen. It's good for your skin.
When this flavorful brew is ready, the pork skins take the plunge, soaking in that Korean flavored goodness for 20 minutes.
Who's eating this pig skin?
떡과 모형의 한국 라틱.
Everyone. I
남자, 여자.
Grandma, grandpa.
짝짠.
These pieces get sliced and then intricately scored on one side, creating this beautiful network of flowing fat canals. Now they press out the excess fat, and biggity boom, it's ready for the dining hall.
You gotta be really careful when you eat this. This is hot right now.
You just put your hand over hot fire. What are you, a circus act?
The communal aspect of Korean barbecue sets it apart from any other dining experience.
Have you ever cooked bacon?
Yes.
Naked?
No.
It's dangerous. This is like that.
Should I?
Here, I can really show off my chef skills.
I'm gonna put it on, and I'm just saying, be careful. The oil is gonna come flying though.
Vibing with the ingredients.
Ready?
Here we go.
You know, I think it takes some time.
And utilizing the tools given to me to create something perfect.
True happiness.
Well, almost perfect.
It turns out we cooked it wrong. So now she's gonna do it the right way. Pushes it down and then rotates it quickly.
She's trying to get all the moisture out of the skin, thus causing that crispiness.
It's kind of puffing up a little bit. The underside is a little softer and then it gets a little harder on the top. Cheers. It's better.
Oh my gosh, so much better. It's like when you're biting into something that's springy, it's soft, it has a little give, and then that skin on top, it really brings another dimension of flavor to that dish.
It almost becomes like a maple bacon, like that kind of oiliness,
yeah.
but with this great gummy sensation. I am a big fan. Next, we're gonna check out the 3 skin.
And then the 4 skin.
Our third location is a quaint street-side food cart that caught my eyes and my heart with these bizarre-looking skin gongs.
Do people actually eat that, or is that just to entice the patrons to come in?
It really is for the aesthetics, but you can cut it and refry it.
This place started as a photography business for folks who need a quick passport photo. But Miss Suwan realized the real estate in front of her shop was going to waste, so she created this food cart.
Her skin is the best skin.
You have great skin, actually.
Now, YouTubers like me keep filming and keep promoting her shop.
In her 6 months of operation, she's had 4 YouTubers come by and film already.
What?
And the picture business is still kicking along just fine too. Coming for a photo and stay for the sticky rice and fried chicken skin.
Nice.
First, a healthy scoop of sticky rice, a spoon of homemade pate, then a delectable, unhealthy dose of deep fried chicken skin.
What do people love so much about the skin?
Vietnamese love eating things that are crispy and also rich and fatty.
Oh, me too. I'm rich and fatty, ladies.
A dash of condensed fish sauce, a shot of tamarind sauce, then pickled veggies on the side. Time to dive in.
I think we tried just some skin at first.
Okay. Bit smoky, but I like it. This isn't batter. All you're getting here is just the chickeny skin goodness. When you bite into it, there's full of air pockets that just disintegrate.
I'm gonna try just some rice with pate. So the chicken presumably has a liver.
But it's been made into pate. This is like full circle.
Fantastic, let's try it out. I almost like that more than the skin.
It's true, it's really good.
The skin is fun. Sticky rice is such a great chewy texture.
Yeah.
The pate is like salty and sweet.
Are you down to do the sticky rice and chicken skin combo?
We have to. There's no choice.
Cheers.
They're better together.
And it's a marriage of flavors and textures.
All of them together is better than the skin alone.
Sometimes.
No.
It seems animal skin has no limitations. Right now, it's taking us from a humble street food stall to a full-on factory.
We're doing a whole video about animal skin, and this is our final big triumph finale here at the Fish Skin Factory. What do you do here?
A powder of fish.
You're the what?
Powder.
I thought she said flounder. I thought she's talking about the fish.
Fish skin. This snack first became popular in Singapore a few years ago, but enthusiasm for this unique treat spread quickly throughout Southeast Asia. Fizzy Company combines codfish skin with some very unique flavor combinations.
But codfish skin does not smell.
Appropriate for eating and being seasoned and turned into something else.
This production line starts with tons of raw cod skin imported from Europe.
Here, the beginning part of the process is to remove the scales. They use a knife, they carefully scrape each piece of skin, then cut the skin to the appropriate size. Success.
Next, skins are coated in a special flour, then deep fried twice. Once to cook them all the way through, and once more to make them crunchy. They're plucked from this oil-filled cauldron and tossed into a centrifuge to spin out the excess oil. This is what I call a skincare routine. Quality checking and breaking the skin into bite-sized pieces at the same time.
How many flavors do you have?
The original, spicy, double salted egg yolk.
Twice the egg yolk. Twice the fun. 2 times chungmu. 2 times salted egg. 100%.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's time to rip the packaging away.
Oh, I'm so excited.
And take a whip. It doesn't smell fishy. It almost has kind of a neutral smell to it. Even salted egg doesn't have a strong smell. I think we should fish a piece out of here.
I see what you did there.
Cheers.
I can imagine sitting at a movie theater munching on these.
First thing I noticed is the texture. Crunchy but kind of airy, like eating a potato chip or Doritos.
You wouldn't imagine it's a fish skin though. If I did a blindfold test and I said, hey, put this in your mouth, could you guess what it is?
Ugh, please don't. We're never gonna play that game. I don't trust you. Why? So I've actually eaten this before.
Oh, thanks for the invite.
Before we came here, they shipped us a bunch of these bags, and I ate 2 or 3 of them. It is very addicting. Once you pop one fish skin, you cannot stop.
Time to turn the flavor up to 11. The perfect ratio of salted egg powder, paprika, curry leaves, and other secret seasonings create their signature quadruple spicy flavor.
It has a ton of chili powder in it, 4 times spicy, and that's why it's gonna be a little bit red. It's getting into that hellish realm of spicy looking. Let's try it out.
I don't taste 4 times of anything.
It tastes similar to the last one, but it's warm.
It's more like a paprika than it is a cayenne.
Yeah, it's not intense. It feels pleasant.
It just feels warm, as if in here it's not warm enough.
This is a very delicate food item. Whoa. The foie gras of the sea. Do you want to take a sniff?
Last time, we discovered succulent skin.
It's like gummy bears, but pork flavor.
Ooh, that's the best kind of gummy bear.
And now, it's all about the liver.
In the 80s, Betty Crocker made a huge campaign about liver and onion.
I'm not that old, sorry. How old are you?
22.
Oh, right. I'm 21.
Today, we're starting out in Vũng Tàu, a coastal city in Vietnam famous for its fresh-caught seafood.
Chef, first of all, nice to meet you. Is it okay if I move these?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you just tell them to say yes?
Yes.
At this restaurant, they specialize in one very distinguished sea creature.
It's a flatfish. It looks like alien, right? I mean,
have you ever had stingray?
I've never had stingray in my life. I don't have any idea what it tastes like.
Well, after we leave today, you'll still have no idea. Because today we're going to be trying
liver.
Well, yeah, the
liver.
The liver.
Liver.
Great. What is it that people like about this dish in particular?
Did you know that Vũng Tàu is the #1 destination for stingray? The reason why people flock to his restaurant, because he takes such good care of the product.
Stingray livers can weigh up to 10% of their total body weight.
All that area is for the liver.
It's dripping, dude.
Okay, I'll put it away.
This stingray comes in at 15 pounds. That means we're looking at 1.5 pounds of liver. That is a lot.
It almost looks like a foie gras. It's big, it's flat, it has some seafood essence to it for sure.
The liver is cleaned and sliced into more manageable pieces. It's seasoned with MSG, sugar, and pepper. Add fresh green peppers and julienne ginger on top. All that gets steamed for 10 minutes.
When I was in Japan, I had the monkfish liver. Whoa. That was awesome.
That's phenomenal.
This, it looks similar in some ways, so we'll see how it is. Let's eat.
Pad Thai.
Pad Thai. What's pad thai mean? Your love. Calvin, I am happy because we're trying something really cool, especially for our first location. That is potent.
Get in there with your spoon.
Is that cooked all the way through?
I don't know. Do you want to lose weight?
Okay, let's eat it.
That is delicious. I love these flavors. This is like waking up in the morning and just finding a stingray, cutting out the liver and biting into it. Why aren't you sharing my enthusiasm?
Listen, I respect this chef. I respect this animal.
Sure.
That is one of the most disgusting things I've ever bit on in my life. It's like all the worst flavors combined. Fishy, bile, it's like acid.
I love these flavors.
I need
Stingray liver is also used in European cuisine.
Do you think by putting it on a cracker, it'll taste better?
I do not.
For some, it's the most prized part of the stingray. So I guess some people like it. And I...
Oh, there it is again.
I don't like it.
Well, I love it.
At least, not yet.
Let's try it in a hot pot. Hot pot.
Hot pot. I think by boiling it, a lot of the flavors are going to dissipate.
Right.
So you might be able to mask it a little bit. I hope no. So much more softer, much more delicate. I definitely think that the flavors have washed out into the hot broth. And
can I say something?
of course,
This one, not for me. I found my limit. I've eaten a lot of wacky, zany things.
Yeah.
And this is one step too far. I can't handle it. I can't handle the consistency, the kind of pasty gooiness of it. And it's like really earthy and...
which I love. We finally found something that grosses you out.
This is really out there, man. But can I tell you what I do like?
What's that?
The stingray meat. This is dessert for me. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's delicious.
Hot.
This a ticket talking margin for the biggies. That's a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
We're heading back to the bustling city of Saigon for a livery lunch.
Neil, put her there.
Nice to meet you, Sonny.
Here at Union Jack's, they're serving up an old traditional treat from the United Kingdom. Let's call it a Welsh meatball.
First of all, what creature does this liver come from?
Traditionally, it's made from pork.
You may be shocked, but pork liver actually has little fat. Plus, compared to a pork chop, it's much more nutritious, as organ meats usually are.
The meatball was one of the original sort of fast foods, designed basically a working class for a healthy nutritional meal.
The Welsh meatball is made with a base of minced pork belly and liver cubes, a blend of liver and onion, then more onion.
These days, people are less likely to eat these parts. Do you think they're missing out?
Oh, definitely. I grew up eating liver, onions, and bacon, stuffed lamb's hearts.
Stuffed lamb heart. That sounds great. I want to taste your childhood.
Season it with thyme, nutmeg, parsley, sage, salt, pepper, garlic, and ginger. Mix in breadcrumbs too. Shake by hand to make perfectly round meatballs that are ready to hit the oven.
So you've already made a bunch of meatballs here. I mean, this is... I can't... There's so many here. Did you count them yet?
I haven't counted them yet.
We need to know how many there are for the show.
Do you have an idea?
Send in so ideal.
Got my body in a cold sweat.
Thank God he's here. We need help, man. There's all these meatballs, but we don't know how to count them. Can you help us?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, yeah.
Bravo. Bravo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. You've done your work here.
Thank you.
Such a good job. Thank you. Wait a second. It's 11 meatballs.
But he counted 55.
Huh. It sounded beautiful, but that was not accurate.
Not at all.
All right.
The Welsh meatball is bathed in onion gravy, then baked for 5 minutes. Finally, it's served with mashed potatoes, green peas, and even more gravy on top.
Calvin, coming off that stingray high, does your tongue still work?
Yes.
All right, so I think first we should try some of this sumptuous gravy. Classic.
You ready to cut into the meatball?
Yeah, so it's pretty tender. I didn't know what to expect. When you open it up, you can see there's little different layers, like sections of ground up fat, not a huge amount of liver.
Here we go.
Oh, I'm in love.
All the flavors here are just of home. The pork really stands out. There's a little bit of mineralness from the liver in there.
It really does remind me of a meatloaf.
Yeah.
The texture, it's very loafy.
We mean, cheers. You love this, don't you?
I kind of feel like I'm cheating. Does this really count for this show? It does contain liver, but the way he's cooked it up,
he's hidden it really well.
Yeah, you can't even tell. And then the gravy on top is just like the great social lubricant between the food items.
Social lubricant?
I'm just gonna do one trifecta here. Peas, potato, and then some of that liver meatball. This is a winner. I'm ready to venture out and try something a little bit more insane than this meatball.
All right, well, let's do it.
Let's go.
Open for only 2 years, this place is serving a one-of-a-kind specialty that hails from Vietnam's Central Highlands. Meet the owner, Mr. Yao.
Am I the first YouTuber to come here? It's been a lot? Yeah. What type of food you serve here?
They specialize in one dish called bánh ướt lòng gà.
A steamed rice sheet dish with a variety of add-ons, including plenty of these. Chicken livers.
Oh, it's delightful.
You've had this before.
I have.
Do you think it'll be better than stingray?
I think you'll love it just as much as you love stingray.
The livers are simply boiled with lemongrass, ginger, and salt.
This is so much liver. How many livers would you say are in here?
Khoảng 60 bộ gan.
He's estimating 60 pieces in here.
So nobody counted the exact number?
Nobody counted yet. This is just an estimation.
It's just this show, we pride ourselves on numbers, on accuracy, on proper information. We have to know exactly how many livers are in here.
Ông phải biết chính xác luôn là trong đây có bao nhiêu gan.
I have an idea. I have a friend who can help with this. Let me call really quick. Hey, we need your help.
You got my body in a cold sweat.
Oh, yes. Thank God you're here. Look at this, man. There's so many chicken livers, but we don't know how many. Can you help us count?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
You said around 60.
Dạ đúng rồi, khoảng 60. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Yeah.
All right, so 60.
Oh, 60. 1 million, 1 million and 1, 1 million and 2, 1 million and 3, 1 million and 4, 1 million and 5, 1 million and 6, 1 million and 7, 1 million and 8, 1 million and 9, 1 million and 10, and more. 1 million and 11.
He got a million. He counted 60. I mean, get it together.
Please.
I'm going to go with this guy. He's got over 1 million followers, so.
The liver, together with gizzards and chicken meat, is drenched with a diluted fish sauce. Add on top of the steamed rice sheets, then finish it up with fried shallots and 2 very impressive, soft-boiled, unlaid chicken eggs.
I mean, what the heck? I've never seen that ever. It's like something you would expect to see on a fine dining menu. It's rare, it's cooked with skill and proper technique.
Yes.
It looks actually gorgeous. Let's have it. Cheers.
It is so silky and smooth.
Creamy, yummy, delicious. On the side, fish sauce.
Fish sauce.
Get everything nice and wet. Mix these bad boys up. A little bit of chicken liver. Let's go. Wow, what a mix of flavors. The herbs, the fish sauce, and that liver is very strong. It's like a pate.
That's what pate's made up.
Really?
Yes.
I'm going gizzard.
I'm going chicken. This whole dish, it's so fresh. Everything is being used from nose to tail, but the chicken and the liver really stand out for me.
As far as using liver in a clever way, what really brings it together for me are these eggs on top. Extremely delicious and skillfully made. It's wild that you could get something like this for $2. 3 locations, 3 different livers, and 3 dramatically different experiences. Now we've got 1 left. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let go.
Let go.
You want my number, boy, you better make it count.
Our livery adventure has led us to this man, Chef Sakal of the Corto restaurant.
Chef, let me tell you, in this video, we're just eating animal livers. It started a little bit rough. This is the wild, wild east.
I loved it.
But now we're here.
As a Cambodian Frenchman, Sakal embodies both Eastern and Western gastronomy in his culinary stylings.
I'm Cambodian guy, but I'm learning from the technique French cuisine.
He knows taco technique.
Different.
What's really interesting to me about liver is it has such a range. It can be just boiled up, mashed, or it can be something that costs hundreds of dollars per pound. Like what we're trying today.
No, foie gras. Foie gras.
That's what I said.
Foie gras is the liver of a goose or duck that's been fattened through a force-feeding process.
If you ever see a normal liver from a duck, it's about 10% of that size.
Really?
Dude, this is like the size of your liver. They force feed them, and that's why it's controversial. And everybody has to draw their own line somewhere. And for me, my line etches right around that, and that stays in my diet. Wonderful.
Sakal's recipe for the foie gras is a work of art. First, a pigeon is filleted, gets seasoned with salt and pepper. A layer of filling is made with diced green apples, spinach, raisin, sauteed mushroom paste, truffle oil, truffle paste, and pine seed.
Before we continue, there is something really important we have to do. We need to know how many foie gras do you have on here?
Only one. What do you mean? How many?
I just feel like we should confirm with somebody.
You got my body in a cold.
Look, Sonny, there's one here.
So we don't need help?
We got this.
We got this.
We got this.
One foie gras.
The foie gras is cut into thick slices and pan-seared.
Is it hard to mess this up?
Yeah, it's difficult to cook. If you left outside like that long time, you overcook. It's not good.
Now, the assembly. Start with a base of pastry dough. Add the filling, pigeon, and the foie gras. Next, a drumstick, then more filling, then roll it up. Apply an egg wash, and last, send it to bake for about 8 minutes.
This wraps up our whole series. This is the 32nd dish.
The grand finale is upon us, and it's starting now. Take a look down. Wow. Wow. That's beautiful. Look at mine.
Look at mine.
They look quite similar. So we have foie gras. Here, he's put it in the pastry. On top of it, what is that?
That's a pigeon breast.
Ooh.
Above the breast, duxelle, I believe.
Guys, actual culinary school, Applebee's waiter for 3 years. That's right?
Oh, the puff pastry is so light and airy.
This is so rich.
I don't think the rich people actually smell their food that way.
Let's go big.
Let's go big.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Whoa. Oh my God.
Don't you dare swallow. Get that in your mouth and feel it. Isn't it a symphony?
It's so remarkable.
Yeah.
That's the best of everything together. The creaminess of the liver is filling my mouth with a smooth tidal wave of flavor that tells me everything's gonna be okay. Don't worry about the future.
You have some really good words.
Wash me in the water.
This speaks wonders of how talented the chef really is. You know, you gotta envision it. What pairs well with the foie gras? It can be anything, and he chose pigeon breast. French cuisine is superior.
It's hard to portray French cuisine in videos sometimes because it's less flashy and more technical. And it's just so neat where people would rather see just huge cauldrons of boiling broth on the street because it's so visceral and energy packed. Where the kitchen, maybe it lacks some energy, but I think I'd like to try a lot more.
Should we do a series on only French cuisine?
Should me and you go to France? Today, we ate at 4 different restaurants. Calvin, I want to know which food was your favorite?
I know you didn't like the stingray, but everything with liver today was delicious. I really can't pick my favorite one. What about you?
For me, I must go with location 4, duck foie gras.
Okay.
Everybody was, oh gosh. It was so good.
Well, Sonny, I gotta say, this is the last episode we're being on together, and I can't give you a handshake. I need a man hug.
Bye.
Bye. Taxi!
Best Ever Food Review Show is a small team of independent creators, and everything we do here works because of you guys. Click the link in our description to join our Patreon and receive exclusive benefits. A peace.
This is the last dish of this series. I can't express any more gratitude to you, Le Corto, for hosting us, for having this dish.
We're probably gonna have to cut that for time.
Okay, so
Let me call my friend.
Kid, I'll take it back.
Hey, we need your help. And then take a right, and then straight, and then straight, and then take another left, and then go straight. Yeah, and then I'm wearing a black shirt, and then come sit next to me. Sit down. Yep. Okay, perfect. That is so much.
I know. I love this.
I can't even believe it's. Are you real?
Touch me a little closer.
I think I smell truffle too.
Did you go to some etiquette school?
I'm like a golden retriever over here. I found truffle.
Thế là em bán hơn như vậy trong một ngày thì 10 triệu không?
10 million, it says.
10 million? Guys, that is the show. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time.
A
peace.
Thank you, I love you, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that's icy.
I felt that really in the gizzard area.